Good to see you again, man. It's been a minute, man. You know what? I know you've been working a lot, man, but no, we're back, man, and with a little twist, you know, twice a month, you know.
Twice a month?
And they got vinyl nights, DJs every other, the ones we're not running. But, you know, Gus, to be honest, man, I think it's going to work out good for the fact that there's a lot of cornhole. And at 6 something a gallon, not too many people are scrambling, you know. But, hey, man, thank God, man, we never canceled due to numbers, you know.
Yeah.
We ran.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the big numbers, we got medium numbers, you know, and you know what? I just think that if we can provide, you know, a place where it's central and people come out and play, you get their 5 games guaranteed, it's going to be all right. Yeah. You know, I mean, it's everywhere. It's across the board. Grouch. Every day I look at scoreholes, there's 1 to 3 clubs, man, from Las Vegas to Santa Barbara that are canceled, you know. And you look at the numbers, man. I'm like, God dang it!
Numbers, yeah.
The economy, everything is playing in right now.
Yeah.
You know, but thank God, man, we're rocking and rolling, man. You know, and tonight I got to see faces that I ain't seen in a while. You know, and what we're hearing is that, you know, they come out, and if they're gonna play once a week, twice a week, this is one of the spots. You know, so if we can keep that going, you know, and yeah, we were away for a little bit. We were still running. Yeah. You know, we tried another venue and it was still good. Shout out to that place, man. You know, Emilio Diego was good with us, but people, you know, popular demand, man. They like coming here. Yeah. You know, and it's funny, when something ain't there, they miss it more. You know, so like me, Junior, my wife, we got together and we said, you know what, we'll go back. You know, I mean, we always had a welcoming door here. You know, and we wanted her to the establishment to, you know, I mean, if trivia night or bingo, something else was going to draw more, draw it, you know. Yeah. And it worked out where, you know, we can come in twice a month and do some pop-up Saturdays here. We're going to run the Crew Cup for Junior's birthday. I mean, the last one, man, you seen the turnout now, yeah. You know. So, you know what, man, we're just happy to have a home, you know. And that's the key, I think, man, to come out, shoot bags, and myself, everybody has a place where they like to play. Yeah. You know, I like to hit a lot of different spots, you know, and everybody is dealing with, you know, not everybody, but there's some places that have time. You got to get out by a certain time. And then you got to switch the format. You got to go from 4 rounders, 3 rounders limits. Even the playoffs, some have limits, and that's a whole different game, you know? Yeah. We're fortunate enough that we can still provide 4 full game rounders and single elimination. Now, I know single sucks, man, but you got to come in shooting, you know? But we still got to get out of this place, you know, at a certain respectable time, you know? You don't want to be leaving. Yeah, you don't want to be leaving at 1 or 2 in the morning. You know what? I mean, and this is a Wednesday night, you know? Yeah. So we built that reputation, you know, as a player. I love double elimination, you know, but I love it with full games. Yeah. Now, when you got restraints on it, it's hard. It's hard. I'm no pro by no means, but now you're playing different. Yeah. Because now you know, oh man, I can't block because I only got so many rounds where I gotta make it count. So your strategy is different, you know. But that's cornhole, you know. I mean, I've seen top seeded teams, man, you know, just get behind the 8 ball early. And there's gonna be some guys going home early today, you know. And on paper, yeah, it looks good on paper, man. But when you actually, you know, get to throwing, man, you know what? Today, you know, prime example. The weather's beautiful, man. We're running 10 boards. You know, we accommodated everybody, you know. So, you know, we got Comp Social out there. I seen you shoot some good video out there, and they're having a blast, man. You know, and they're shooting lights out, you know. But you know what? Having a couple conversations with different guys, their goal and aspiration is, I want to play in the big room. And they're shooting lights out, and they know when they get up here, we can fan out there, and I can pinpoint guys that's played out there. But once they get in there, you know, you got to lick your wounds a little bit. But something happens, Grouch, man, where it comes together. Yeah. You know, I mean, you throw, you follow the videos, whatever you're doing, practice, you know, and you can see guys that even now and then, guys that hit a slump, their numbers will let them go back out to comp. And they're not, I'm not here sandbagging. I got to work on throws, man. I just I got to work on my game, you know? But no, it's you, PZ, man. I miss seeing a lot of guys, you know. But I know that work and everything else. There's time. Hey, there's a couple guys I ain't seen in a while. One guy, it's been 9 months, his job. But when he saw us pop up on Cornhole, first thing he said was, "Man, I got to go back." So you know what? That drives us to keep going. You know, that makes us like, hey, Ground. There's not a whole lot of money in it, and it's not oh woe me. But we want a place, you know, where people can come and play and have a good time. You know, so the other venue, I liked it. Air conditioned. We ran 11 boards in house, and but you know, it was a little bit further for some.
Yes.
For us, it's an extra 5-10 minutes for some. But when you got guys coming in from the Marietta to Temecula area, man, now you're looking at another half hour.
Yeah.
They come here.
Yeah.
This is central here, you know, and the beer's just as good, just cold, you know, and you got a pizza vendor here, you know, and he's happy out there, you know. I see a lot of boxes moving, you know, but you know, with that, you know, you got more clubs coming up, you know, and hey, bless the guys that run the weekends, man, because you know what, you should have those big numbers. You know, it's a weekend.
Yeah, it's a weekend.
it's us that run during the week, man. We gotta promote, man. We gotta get creative, you know. And I like to think that our reputation, it holds up for itself. You know, we're like, hey, it's going to be fair play. You know, we're going to get our games in, and it's a nice venue.
Yeah.
You know, there's other venues out there that I like going. I like going out there, and I always see you out there. Is Haven City, Curse.
Haven City, yeah.
Curse, cornhole, man. You know what? Them dudes run a good program. You know, and that's when I see it pop up, I like going out there. I just played last week with the Empire Slingers out of Riverside, and that's a big city not to have, you know, consistent cornhole. Now they got 2 dates popped up, big turnout, you know, so it's a Saturday early, and you still got the rest of the day to do what you got to do, you know. So I make sure to do my chores on a Friday, man, because I know
you go play on Saturday.
I go out there and play Saturday. You know what? Go out to Elsinore, another good venue. You know, the Zero Bag guys, you know, they got a nice venue, and that's a Sunday. Same thing. Yeah. Hey, it's worth the drive. It's an hour drive.
It is.
But I couldn't make it on the week, during the week, but I can make it
Sunday. Yeah,
I can make it on a Sunday, man. You know, I dig that play, you know. So, you know what, Saggy runs Tuesday, Friday. Friday, it's going to be late, but you're going to get your games, you know. And thank God, I mean, every now and then, man, if a partner's carrying, we may get into the late rounds over there, you know. But, you know, overall, man, I want to say the state of cornhole in the Inland Empire is strong.
It's strong.
It's strong.
And still growing.
It's still growing. When you still got clubs popping up and establishing themselves right away with you know, quality boards, quality, you know, venues. If a place is affordable and you can go out and play and have fun, hell, you can't even go to the movies, man, and spend this much time. Right. and you're gonna sit there and be quiet and watch a movie. Hell, that's when we got Netflix. Hey, we got jailbreak cable boxes, you know, if you want to watch something. Man. But you want to come out and get some physical work in and shake some hands, slap some backs, man, and knock down some cold ones, man. Get out, and I always say this on my things, man, and I really mean it from my heart, man. Get out, support local clubs and the venues, man, because it is very much appreciated.
Yeah, it is.
You know, because without players, and I say this since day one, all we got is boards, and I've seen many clubs, man, sell those boards.
Yeah,
because
they can't get numbers.
The numbers just, I mean, it could be the night, it could be the location, it could be the travel, it could be 101 things, man. You know, but this shit ain't for everybody, man. You know, I'll be honest with you, man. It ain't, man. You gotta grind it out, man. Yeah. You know, we sit down and all right, we survived another week, and you know what? 3 years later, man, we still sit down.
Going strong.
Hey, tomorrow, Jen will get a hold of me, or tonight we'll say, hey, another week. You know, so we'll come back the 20th. You know, twice a month, and you know what, guys, it gives me a chance to either, you know, just because we're not going to be here doesn't mean that we're not going to pop up on another Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know, we it's like a hanky, man. We got venues in our pocket that we're like, hey, you know what? If the numbers are there, let's try it. You know, I mean, we'll go to another spot, man, and you know, there's a lot of spots that are available, but there's always a but. Well, the seatings are lower. The time, we got to get up by a certain, man, that's hard.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
All clubs, you know.
And that's the thing that a lot of players don't see, that background work and negotiation.
Yeah, you know,
because even at the Elks, I want to say they have to be out by 4.
You got to be,
Yeah. So that's another thing that, you know. So everybody sees, oh yeah, they're putting the restrictions and all this, but it's not the people running it. It's more of the venue. They have restrictions. Person running it, you have to figure it out. Keep the people happy, right?
Yeah, and you know, a lot of clubs are adding a $5 venue fee, and believe me, it's not. You know, when they say that, it really is a venue fee.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, on top of what you bring, until you, especially on a new venue, new establishment, until you get your numbers right, where they can see the bar moving, they're like, then you can work on that.
Yeah.
But a lot of these places that don't know about the cornhole, they're like, hey, you know what? We can rent this out to for a celebration of life, you know, because they do a lot of venues that have that, and you know, or they could just see the numbers, and they're like, hey, you know what? It may work with us, you know, and then we can waive that, get rid of that, you know, but that goes to them,
Yeah.
you know. But here, we're fortunate to go back to the $20, man, and you know, and not just here. I go to venues where they tell me, hey, man, Big Paul, you know what? We got a hard cap, but we got to get out of here by a certain time. So what they do, they go to rounders, and I understand that, or they'll drop one of the rounders.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
And then they'll be from double to single, and so they can work it out, man, because it's hard, but they don't want to give up. We not once did we ever want to just throw the towel in, you know, because I say that we really love the players, man, you know, and I'm tired. You know what? I played all last week, man. I went everywhere, man. You know what? Because I committed and I went in and I said, you know what? When you involved with the club, you wear 2 hats. Yeah. You got a player's hat and you got a director's hat. And you know what? I tell people this: if you want, you got to get out, man. You really do. And there's no secret sauce, man, like a Big Mac. You got to get out and show it. You got to go out and I don't win. I go out there just to play, have a good time, meet new people. And as a result of that, there's some new players here that I had a conversation with. I told them, hey man, we run a venue, come out, check it out. They're here. Yeah. They bring a friend with them. So you know what? That's the beauty of cornhole. But you got to get out, man. I mean, there's no. It's not even a. It's an option that you can choose to or not. We choose to do it, you know.
And that's the thing. The difference between you guys and I've seen other club members or clubs that they try to get numbers in and they can't, but they don't go out and explore or go build that community with other clubs. And like you guys do, you guys back up Laverne, you guys back up all IE. You guys are there.
Hey, you know,
if you miss one, you're there at the other one.
I got a bag coming out. It's called 10 East Baggers because I work everything from 10 East. Monday night I was out there with the brothers at Coachella Valley. I love going out there. You know, 10 East. Junior was 10 West. You know, he's out here at Laverne. Yeah. You know, so he goes one way, I go the other. You know, but then when you see the Purdue Rocker, you know, guys that put on they're everywhere too.
Yeah.
You know, and we love that, man, because you know what, they're representing us as a club, mainly them as an individual. You know, they love to play cornhole, but there's places where they go, and they oh, you're from Purdue? Yeah, you know that? Yeah, I'm a Purdue bagger, and we love it, man. You know, this like the 5-year anniversary is coming up for South Bay Baggers, and we're talking to a lot of guys who want to get a good showing to go out there. You don't have to be a Purdue bagger, but you're from the IE, man. You know, we want to go out there because when we had our 3-year anniversry, they came deep.
Yeah, they did.
And they had a good time, you know what? And one thing I can say about the South Bay Baggers, man, Lalo, John, I can go on and on with my homeboy Juan. Those guys are solid, you know? Not just because we're from here and they know we traveled. I've seen them open up, you know, the Massholes. The Massholes are a husband and wife. that live in Santee. They got to travel a little bit to go there, but I met them there, and they've been here. They even been out to the spot we were at Emilio's. So they travel, you know. So it's not. We just like going out there, man. You know what? They got good places to eat, man. Good places to hang out. And had me and Junior ever podium there, I think, hey, the closest I got to a podium, I helped the dad one day load up some boards, man. That was it. I was there. Because you know what? Just like you come here, you know what? We come to this conclusion, man. You know, we're not for everybody, you know? Because people come here and they'll see EMAC, they'll see Mystery 11, Joe Jr., on and on. But what happens? We got as many people that don't want to come because, oh, there's big dogs here. We got, if not more, to say, no, I want to go and play against these guys. Yeah. You know, they're going to be all here in one play. I want to come shoot against them. I want to see where I'm at, you know? So it balances out, you know, that aspect of it, you know? So when we go to San Diego, we know what we're going into, you know, we know. I mean, we shoot for the A bracket, but we make the B's because, man, the B's tough.
There's killers out there.
But it's just a good core group of guys, you know. Yeah. El Segundo, the Moose Lodge. I like going out there. I got friends over there, man, and you know what? They've been over here. They've been to our big ones, and that's a long drive out there by the LA airport. But, you know, I'm overdue. I got to get back out there. Me and Junior go out there and they got shooters too, man, you know, but I like to shoot against them, you know, and you know what, Grouse, I've been there for parties, man, the food, the hospitality is great. Mark and Naomi are a big reason why I played out in San Pedro, you know, that place ain't there no more, but I went there a few times. It was nice. It had bands. It was just it was a brewery. Nice. And the same thing, man. You know, when you work when you do a lot of things at the brewery, there's you know, if you have the liberty to do things indoors, that's cool. But a lot of it's outdoors, you know. And sometimes the spacing they had with the food trucks and all that, it just wasn't enough room, you know, for the boards. Because we're taking up, you know, 5 feet apart, you know, 27. We need some property, you know.
Yeah.
So here, we ran 16 boards here before, you know, not once, 3 times. We had to put a hard cap at 120 players, man. Yeah. So that there, you know what? It takes some, hey, we have to put homework in and figure it out, you know, but, you know, I'm not saying those days are over, but you know what? It was how you say, Grouch, it was challenging, but, you know, it was less venues running.
Yeah.
You know, so people made it a point to come out, you know.
It was the only time to get cornhole in.
Yeah, you know what? And you know what? Anybody that runs on the weekend, you got the advantage. Yeah. Because it's the weekend. Yeah. You know, and we can run on weekends, man, but you know what? We're not greedy. We're not going to step on someone's toes, man. If that's their established day, and it's nothing written in stone, you can't run. But out of courtesy and their friends, we're not going to run, you know. We'll stick to our Wednesday, but if something's available and it's a pop-up, or sometimes when we did run, we've had run on Saturdays, either the venue say, hey, I had an event, they canceled, you can have the room. And we're gonna take advantage of that. Yeah. You know, I mean, where else can you, on a Saturday, we know that's duck soup right there, man, you know, so just run it, you know? And we like doing that, you know? But you know what? Bless all those that are running, because you know we know what it takes, man. You know, and what the investment is at first, and you won't see return in it for a minute, you know. But you know, there's been many before us. There's gonna be many after us, you know. And with that being said, Grouch, you know, week to week, yeah, you know, we'll be back week to the 20th. We'll come back out, man. It's like, hey. Nose to nose, 27 feet, man. I tell a lot of new players, man, like, hey, not that Grouch, you know, I get my ass kicked more than I win, you know, but I've been around and I like to talk to new players. Don't get discouraged, man. You know, just watch some videos, man. You know, there's so many content out there, man.
I'll have fun and enjoy it. And if you want to get good, you'll be better next time. Shoot better.
Hey, that's it, man. You know what? It's a game where you can see people that I had a conversation with a year and a half ago, 2 years, and and they're on, man. You know, they're on now. They're like, hey, why? Because they put the work in. You know, not that I don't, but you know, I love the golf, man. So I'm stuck in between a mediocre golf game and a mediocre cornhole, you know. So and mediocre yard work. You know, I try to balance it, man. You know, but you know, it's just one of the things, Grouch, man, where your content, what you do. I was happy to see pictures of you with your camera, you know, because you're behind the lenses so much that you know, people get to see what you do, what you bring, and what it takes to set up, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot, and believe me, Grouch, the clips come out of that, man. You know what? And I've seen your channels. You're growing. You know why? Because you put the work in. The content is there. You know, and who doesn't want to see an edited clip of them shooting a four-bagger, you know?
Right?
You know, and sometimes, hey, I get them every now and then. I'm looking around. Anybody see that? I'm looking around. Hey, I no clip here, you know? You know, just the guy who saw him up there, you know? But when you got someone doing that there, stays forever. Hey, I'm not a graphic designer, man. But I got that chat, you know, and he helps me out at AI. Hey, what I used to pay to get this design, I can do it now.
Yourself, yeah.
You know, and you know what? That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
I see people say, oh, all the flyers look alike, all the, you know, everybody from lowrider car shows to cornhole. But you know what? When you can knock something out this decent and good in less than 5-10 minutes, why not?
And that's what I get a lot too, is a lot of people are like, well, they're coming after your job. I'm all like, no, they're not, they're just making it easier for me. Because even me, like, there's stuff that I don't want to spend half an hour trying to get done. I just tell you how it's done. And then I get to focus on my actual real work that takes time, and I know AI can't replicate.
No, see, what you do is so personal that there's not. You can tell the difference.
Yeah. You can.
That is behind the lens. That ain't cut and paste. That's actual editing with software. You know, not free software. That good stuff that you gotta purchase. You know, and so I really believe this. Guys that are graphic designers, they're always going to be in demand.
Yeah.
Because they give you that extra. You know, guys that shoot content, they're always going to be shooting a different style of content, you know, a movie style. What I do, I don't call myself a curator, a content creator. What I do is just a hobby, you know, that I can go out there and just be there and shoot it and put it together and call it a day, you know. Some things do get a lot of hits, a lot of likes, you know, but that's what I do, you know. I don't spend all day on that, man, because, you know, we got cornhole. I got to go play some cornhole. I got to
stay busy and golfing and cigars.
Hey, man, I got to smoke, man, you know. Grouch, I get where you're coming from, man. When you do that content and you see it blow up, I'm like, now you do some interviews that, hey, like some Dan Rather 60 Minutes stuff, you know. I like the one with you and Wendy. You know, that one's one of my favorites, you know. I like I can go on and on, but I like the footage, you know, the moment when you capture this, they don't even know they're being filmed, and they won a game.
Yeah.
And not a playoff game, not just a game, a rounder, but the excitement. And that's what I think, when people see that and they said, that shit looks like fun. Yeah. That fuels cornhole.
Yep.
That fuels cornhole, man. The fist pump and all that, you know, because you were there when you caught it, you know, and I'm looking like, I was there and I seen it and I know the players. I'm like, man, you know what? I've been there, man. You know, we're like, hey, a win's a win, man. You know what? But Grouch, when it comes down to this cornhole, man, this is fun. You know, it genuinely is fun to go out and play different places, man. And, you know, wear different jerseys, you know, and I hope it stays around, you know. I really do, man.
And I think it will, especially with you guys. You guys have built a community, especially your guys' community with Verdue Baggers.
Yeah.
It's you guys. I saw yesterday. I think it was 7 people signed up just today. 29 to 30 showed up.
Yeah.
And now that I'm talking about social. Advance, he always hits his numbers. They're always here to compete each other, and they always want to kick each other's butt. And that's how it is.
and you know what, man? The bread and butter is comp social.
Yeah.
And you know what? I believe this wholeheartedly, man. They know how to do math.
Yeah.
they'll see that sign. Oh, we're gonna get paid.
Yeah.
Why? Because that money's theirs.
Yeah.
That's why we got that division. That's gonna be here, and they're out there right now. And they're like, oh man, you know what? And then when they get, and they're playing amongst that cat.
Yeah.
They're playing, you know.
Yeah.
It's
So
they work their way out.
They're still having, they're having their fun and everything. And I saw new faces. I haven't been here in a while.
Yeah.
I've been busy with work. And every time I come here after like a month or a few weeks, it's new faces. And it helps out everybody because Verdu, again, they bring them in and then they start finding other clubs, i.e. they start traveling and then they become part of the community.
I go different places.
Yeah.
And, when I go to register, oh, we got some of your guys and gals here, man. And I look, damn, they're way out here. And why? Because they got the fever.
Yeah.
You know, they feel it. They're like, oh man, you know what? But Grouch, I think that there's gonna be about two more clubs are gonna come out.
2 more?
I really believe it. I think there's 2 more, just because they love it that much.
Yeah.
And plus, I had conversations with them. They picked my brain a little bit. Ain't much to pick, you know. But they're like, hey, I told them, you know what? They asked me what helped your growth. I said, you know what? Transparency and consistency is what really grew us, you know. And having a nice venue. That you got to have a nice venue.
Yeah.
You know. You can run outdoors, but if you got a spot indoors, and
even better.
It's even better,
especially
man.
In the summer.
Oh yeah, you know. So, with that being said, Grouch, we look forward to the working with the Derby. You know, we had big numbers out there. We're going back out there in August 15th. Then we go back with a yearly one, and they want us back. You know, it
was a busy day.
A little bit. People didn't know that they got cameras all around there. You know, because they got big events out there, and that's for security reasons. And they were like, "Hey, them people are having fun." You know, one of the waitresses came up, and I looked, and I could see the one office that had all the cameras, and they were like, they had horse racing going on live, but they were watching cornhole.
Cameras.
They're like, "This looks fun." I said, "You know what? Tell your friends about it."
Yeah.
You know, and that's what they do. So now, next time we go out, they want to play. You know, and then you know what, Browse, we've been blessed also to when we say, "Oh man, you know, there's no money," that we know that, everybody knows that, and that's the first thing people tell me. If you're in it for the money,
don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't invest.
Don't do it.
It's a long-term payoff.
Yeah.
But we've been fortunate to do a lot of corporate gigs, and we still do corporates. You know, we do a lot of companies. You know, we run theirs. We run churches. You know, we stay busy with that, and more so now than ever.
Yeah, you're doing universities too.
Universities, Pepperdine University. We're going out tomorrow, Irvine. We got a private one tomorrow. You know,
you just did RCC too, right?
Yeah.
I saw that. I'm all like, whoa, they're over here now.
Yeah, we did one out there. You know, so I mean, with the boards, we invested in a lot of bags. We had a good friends of ours, the mash holes. It sounds lovely, but it's mash holes, you know, because they're from Massachusetts, and they donated 10 sets. Yeah, and we already had enough. So, you know, I mean, we go out there and we'll run 24 boards and have bags for every, you know, because they don't have bags.
Yeah,
and these are name brand good bags, man. Bless their hearts, man. You know what? We don't sell them, we put them out. We got told, so when we go out there, we can run the tablets and bags, and that's for us. That's been fortunate we've been able to do those, man, and we do a lot of them, and we enjoy doing them. Reason being, if not a lot of them, but you may get 2, 4, 6 that really like it, and then they follow the page, they follow the social media, and they come out.
Yeah.
And I have bags for them. They show up, and next thing you know it, they're buying bags, you know. So, you know, and working with different companies, you know, the bag companies, man, you know, the give us to, you know, bags, you know, with our logos on stamped bags. You know, that's a big thing for us, you know, and to go someplace and see people using those bags. And, you know, we've worked with different companies, man, like I said, and it's cool, man, because I was out playing one day, and the guy said, "Hey man, you cool with these bags?" He goes, I looked, I said, "Yeah, I'm real cool with them, man." You know? And he goes, I looked at him, and he goes, I mean, I didn't ask where he got them from, but we were throwing 0 bag loyalties, which is one of my favorite, but they were our logos on them. and he didn't know that. You know, this player like, hey, I just love these bags, man. I got them from a guy. You know, I played with the guy and he sold them to me. And then, hey man, if you're ever in our area, come out and play with us, man. You know, that's us right there in that logo. Nah, he said, I said, no, that really is. That's us right there, man. You know, so you know what? Brotherhood. You know, we done brother BG, Logic.
Zero bags.
X cornhole, you know, made a lot of bags for us, you know, stamped, unstamped, we got them, you know, so those don't go away, man, you know, and I got another series coming out, and half the time, we sell them, but we donate them to other clubs for the raffles. And I think that's how this guy, because we shipped some out one time, and that's how he got them. Those, you know, and Ventura is a mecca.
Yeah, it is.
Mecca, you know.
Like a hub of cornhole where
you get your, you know, when you say get in where you fit in, there's a place for you there, you know? And I love going out there. I love the environment. I love meeting new people and to see clubs that I follow on the gram, finally meet them.
Yeah.
You know,
in person.
And you get to meet them and they do, and likewise, you know? So I really believe if you're a new club, build your social media up, build your page up. You know, start connecting with other clubs, man. Post your winners, post this, because it'll take off, and people will find you. And it's a free form of outlet of advertising.
Advertisement, yeah.
You know, get on Facebook, get a page on that. You know, because there's yet people that I have met in person, but support us and we support them. And how? By just putting out their flyer.
Yeah. It
don't cost nothing to put a flyer out. You know, I mean, just repost it. You know, but at the same time, make it where you know it's got all the information on it, and like what you do, man. We put something out, Rouch, you repost us. We appreciate that, man, because your followers, you got something, I'll repost your stuff. You know, what did it take? Just a
click.
Yeah. You know, and the content's out there. You know, I've get so many people to come up and Grouch, you when you titled the Bag Father, I've been places, man. You know, I've been called at 3 different places, and even my wife says, "What did he call you?" I said, "He's seen the video, man. He's seen the video, man."
They seen the video.
He's seen the video. Like, hey, bro, I've been different areas, man, where I smoked with guys, man, that came up and said, "Hey, you like cigars?" I said, "No, I love them." And he goes, "Hey, I want to smoke with you." And what did we talk? We talked cornhole and Ventura. God dang it! I literally sat down with. I'm not bragging or estimating. It was about at least 6 people, man, that I smoked and talked cornhole with, man. You know, they want to know how it is out here. I want to know how it is over there. And man, you know what? They love cigars, man. They love, you know, the music, the vibe. And they just said, what brings you out to Ventura? I said, well, you know, it's this, it's a drive worth making.
Yeah.
It's a place to stay out there. And I said, aside from the networking, I mean, if you're really into to watching pros, you're gonna see them. You know, that's you can't not. They're cool. They'll take pictures. They'll talk to you. But not only that, the videos that we see don't do no justice, man.
No,
you go out there and see these guys play against each other, to see the shots, to see the board management that they do.
The strategy,
all that plays in, man. You can't help and look around and say, hey, you know what? That's the #1 guy in the country against that. I mean, if you look at it, them 4 players, respectfully, that's the top 10 in the nation. Yeah. Just those 4. I mean, it could be any of them, but not to mention you got the 1 and 2 right now, and that right there is to see that and get then when they're done, a fist pump. Hey, I've never seen none of those guys not take a picture.
Yeah.
None of them.
Well, and they
you know, because
even the celebrities there.
Yeah.
Even the celebrities there. You ask them for a picture and they'll take it to
Shamar Moore is very generous out there. You know, he's a big supporter of the pros, you know, because he has his own tournament out there. Hell, I think Emax and Spartan are going to play in it this year. Emax played last year. That's Brotherhood, they had their Tony Forbes, Spencer, they're all out there, you know. And that for us, being California guys, they're representing all of California, man, you know, and I'm a big honcho on that, man, because, you know, I mean, California is I've heard podcasts where they say, oh, they're underrepresented as far as the pros, you know. Look at these, the big ACL or ACOs, you'll see a lot of California shooters, man.
There is.
And,
There is.
And that's even when they had only 250, we had guys in there. So to back to the point of on a Wednesday night, when you can come out and see 4 of them here,
Right?
man, you know what? Hey, someone's got to get them.
Yeah.
They got to get one of us as a partner.
And it's crazy because sometimes you'll see it and they won't even podium.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. You know what? You know, hey, I love it when they fly off the board, man. 'Cause they're human. You know,
Yeah.
it flies off.
Yeah.
You know,
But it's their time to get their practice too for the big dogs
you
over
know,
there.
they got to go somewhere. To play.
Yeah.
You know, they got to
Yep.
play somewhere. I mean,
Yeah.
and if you can't play in your own backyard, you know, and
You need that competition. You need those blocks. You need
Yeah.
you need the strategy.
you need to see an ugly board, man. You know, look at Joe. Joe's been in it a couple years now, 50-50. And not only does he got ACL players on, he got seniors, and he's got ACO players, man. You know, Joe Baffo's got bags, ACL bag makers. He got ACO bag makers. You know, and Joe. I mean, I like to think Joe. That book is still being written.
Oh yeah.
That chapter is.
Oh, yeah.
We're just in.
We're just starting it.
Yeah. Hey, we might be just in a few pages.
Cover right now.
Yeah. Hey, the forward's just been written because when he finishes compound, but you know, to see the players that he has on his roster, you know, he has monsters.
He puts his money where his mouth is. Let's put it like that.
And you know what? Yeah. You know, he's got top shooters that I can't start naming them because it's a list.
Yeah.
You know, but he's got them in the minor leagues. He's got a minor league team. You know, he's got pro guys. He's got senior guys. You know, I mean, not this senior. You know, but he's got guys that shoot competitive in the senior bracket. Man, Wade Morgan's one of them. You know, he's got Wade out there. You know, I just shot against Wade the other day at the Monday night. Man, Wade. Excuse me. I was watching him play, and beautifully. Strategy, man. He lane up, block. He can bag chase with the best of them. But you know, Wade came out. There was some good shooters out there, and I said, "Ah, dang it!" And then Wade just doing a little demonstration right here, man.
Handling it.
Hey, and you know what? I love to see when they set up a couple of shots, then they come back with a cleanup. You know, like you may think, oh, they're off right now. No, don't.
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, man. You know, but you know what? We got guys here, you know, that been with us since day one. You know, I just saw CD to see him still going. I mean, he won then. You know, so we got him and Corn. Wally and 50, you know, we got, hell, that's my biggest problem. Once I name names, I got so many of them, you know? But, you know, we got Pablo Pounds in Baghdad, you know, and all, you know, Jerry C, you know, shout out to the guys like Benzino that works. Benzino been with us rocking, you know, it's funny because like Hot Shot, I haven't seen him in a minute. I think of that guy a lot, you know? Yeah. I look forward to seeing, that's what I may go to Alstar and run into him, and I'm not being antisocial, but I'm catching up with him. Last time I was in Alstar, he was there. We were against the wall, just chatting it up. Yeah, man, because my man Guido changed jobs like last year, but when I see him, I enjoy it because we sit right out there. We'll light up 2 or 3 cigars if it's an all-dayer, and I catch up with Guido, man. You know, Herbert 6'9", I miss that guy. But you know what? When they do get an opening to come out and play, guess where they come? They come right here and play.
Yep.
So the door is always open. That's why we're so happy to, you know, to come back here because this was the hub.
Yeah.
You know, we were here over 2.5 years straight. But you know, with Grouch, it's just it's been a ride, Grouch. Hey, we still got gas in the tank, man.
Yeah,
at $6 a gallon, we still got.
You're just getting started. Your
Yeah,
numbers keep on going up every year.
Yeah,
every year.
You know what?
For your big events.
You know, but we've always had it. You know, have bags to go travel. You know, that was our thing, man, and we still do that, but we got more people doing it too.
Yeah.
You know, so and that's the cool thing about it.
It's fun because you connect the people from somewhere else than by playing cornhole.
Yeah. No, you know what? And it's been good, Grouch, on that level, man, to sit back, see clubs come out, flourish, man, do their thing, and And you know what? And to hear them talk about what they want to do. We want to do this, we want to do it. We want to do what you guys did. It's there.
Yeah.
Just make it happen.
No gatekeeping.
Yeah. You know what? Hey, that's one thing, man. We're not gatekeepers. You know, we're not bag keepers, man. You know, if we can help you with any kind of way, we can.
Yeah.
You know, but take the initiative and go do it, because until they do it, they'll find out, man, that it's sink or swim. You know?
Yeah.
You know?
It's not as easy as it looks
Yeah.
like. You guys just make it look easy.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, it has been a lot of in-house this and that, but you know what? You know, hey, to be honest, man, with God in it, hey, and we get that peace for, hey, He gives us that little still small voice that speaks to you. I just told my wife, I told her that we're gonna try it out here. The numbers were down. Then I told her yesterday, I said, you know what? Man, I got that still small voice spoke to me. She goes, really? Good. We're gonna get a mad rush. And I told her on the way here, I said, you know what, babe, check this out. I know who's coming. I said, but we're gonna get people that didn't sign up, this is gonna show up.
Yeah.
And sure enough,
Yeah.
a lot of them came that I hadn't seen. And I looked, I said, God dang it. The guy's still in his work boots, work clothes. He goes, you know what? I just looked and I said, I got off work, I'm gonna go straight. I ain't been here in 8 months. Showed up.
Yeah.
His buddy got a hold of him and said, hey, I'm gonna make it out here. They're back. As far as the big ones, man, you know what? We're looking back to the Derby, but you know, Grouch, we're still flirting around with the, you know, there was no secret, man. You know, the casinos, you know, with Crown City, what they did. You know, they introduced us to that, but you know what, Grouch? That there is a commitment. You know, that's a big commitment.
But
you know,
I feel like you guys can pull it off.
you know, and